How's the family?
All good, teacher. All good. Just there's a little bit noise, but just wait me 1 minute, teacher.
Yeah, don't worry. Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah, sorry, teacher. Yeah, I'm great. Thanks. All good. Yesterday, I went to Placibeles. I was uh, I was just walking there, and I went to for ice cream too.
Oh,
And
really? Oh,
yeah,
very
it was
nice.
a relaxed day. And yours?
It was fine too. Thank you very much. Yes, it was Thursday. Yeah, well, watching my mom here for a few days. I have a younger brother who's normally with her, but he had to go to town, so I just been like checking on her a little bit, and it's a hard work, believe me. Taking care of an elderly man, of an adult, even if it's mom or whoever, it's a tough job. Now I
Yeah, I imagine. And she's better
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah, much better, much better. Yeah, way better. She feels very
That's right.
recovered, and thank God, because the first days it was very difficult. But yeah, but now you get to appreciate how difficult it is to sometimes take care of a person. You notice that, oh man,
Yeah, yeah, I imagine. I remember with my grandparent that it was so difficult that I
uh
think that for a moment, my family hired a person to take care of him. But
yeah,
yeah, it was difficult because you always must probably if you cannot be there, you need to be um, well, yeah, like conscious and try to stay with the person the most time possible. It's
yeah, that is true. Exactly right.
yeah,
And yeah, well, you understand because you know the situation. But yeah, other than that, it's okay. It's okay, Mickey, and
perfect,
thank
sure.
God that we have our loved people, right? Our loved ones.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the
absolutely.
main. Yeah, and I was thinking about the process of manufacture. That is Ronnie.
Yeah, because he listened the birds, and that's why he wants to go out, but we don't let
He's,
him.
he wants to play with them, and
Yeah, he wants to play.
maybe more.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, poor animals. I mean, that's human nature.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. For example, in occasions I left my door open, the door of my bedroom, and he goes inside and he sleep in my bed. And sometimes my mom didn't notice because normally I sleep before the rest of my family. I go to
Yeah,
sleep before them, and she closed the door, so he sleeps in my bed. But probably around 5:30, 6 a.m., he starts with the same sound that you listen now, just because he wants to go out of the bedroom. Or every day that he goes into my bedroom, he does the same.
okay. And you lock
So,
the door.
well, normally my mom closed the doors,
Okay,
but yeah, of course, when he starts screaming,
you
obviously
let
I
him
need
out.
to, yeah. But well,
Okay, that's
it's
how it is
part of it.
sometimes. Yeah. Well, what what do you know about manufacturing tennis shoes, Mickey? Let's make a little test. I'm sure that you're gonna be very knowledgeable, or more knowledgeable at least than me. Let's see. Um, First question. Um, let's see if you can read the first question, please, Mickey. It is material for manufacturing tennis shoes. Just
Mhm.
curiosity. I don't know.
What is the primary material used for the upper part of tennis shoes? Rubber, leather, canvas, plastic. Mm, Probably, well, I don't know. What is canvas?
Canvas is a woven fabric. It's normally made of cotton, but you can also make it from other materials like maybe linen or synthetic fibers. It's very
Mhm.
sturdy, very resistant, and versatile. And it's often used in manufacturing tennis shoes. I really didn't uh, I didn't know about this material until recently, and it is called canvas. So that is
Canvas. I don't know.
yeah,
Probably it's canvas.
yeah, canvas. Yeah, that's what it is. It's canvas, and it's a sturdy material, very resistant. Sturdy is resistant
Hmm.
material, usually made of cotton and or other synthetic fibers. Fibers and other synthetic fibers. Yeah, that's what it is. It's interesting, but some of the tennis are made of cloth, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they ever make tennis shoes out of leather, do they?
Mm, well, specifically tennis shoes, no, but there are some sneakers that aren't made by leather, but not too many, to be honest.
Okay. It is more common to make them out of canvas, as they say, or even maybe plastic or vinyl, or not so much.
Well, yeah, there are most the cheapest ones. I would say that
Okay.
there are the tennis shoes that use plastic. For
Mm.
example, the tennis shoes that you find in the uh, I don't know, in tennis shoes that not cost more than 300 pesos mainly are made by plastic.
Oh, okay. And the classy tennis shoes, the ones that are costly, more expensive, they're probably made out of a combination of materials, right?
Yeah, yeah. For example, Jordan. Unfortunately, the quality decreased a little bit, but the Jordan ones are made by leather.
Oh, okay. Right. Here is a description of Canvas that I found in internet. Let me put it here so that uh, let me put it at the end. At the end, I don't know if you can see it here. Well, here's the definition of canvas materials. Let's see if you can read it. I'll increase the size a bit.
Mhm. Canvas uppers are popular for casual and athletic shoes, including tennis shoes due to their breathability, comfort, and flexibility. They allow air circulation, making them suitable for activities like sports where the feet may sweat. Canvas shoes are also lightweight and can be easily customized with various colors and patterns.
Wow, so that is a clearer definition of canvas according to these guys.
Yeah.
All right, let's then do number two, Mickey, please.
Mhm. Which manufacturing process is commonly used to attach the sole to the upper part of tennis shoes? Welding, sewing, gluing, stapling, gluing.
Yeah, gluing, they glue them. I believe they use all, well, I don't really know what type of glue they use, but I believe glue 5000 is a very common material that is used in the manufacturing of the shoe industry.
Mhm.
Let's see about number three, Mickey, please.
What is the purpose of the midsole in a tennis shoes? Provide traction, absorb shock, enhance breathability, add aesthetic appeal. Mm, probably absorb shock.
That's what it is, yes. They absorb
Mhm.
shock. Actually, that's one of the main accomplishment of modern tennis shoes. That the more they can absorb shock, the better it is for some sports. Like, what sports do you think require the absorption of shock?
For example, running.
And I'm sorry,
Running.
running. Yeah, running is one thing. Running, uh,
Mm,
maybe some sports, maybe playing basketball.
yeah, basketball. Um,
You don't run too much playing golf, do you?
no,
Not really. They
no.
regard other type of shoes with spikes, I believe.
Yeah, with spikes. Probably. Well, basketball. I think that the tennis shoes of soccer are different because those shoes has spikes too. But in a way, I would say that the midsole must absorb the shock, right? And because they are always moving, they're always running, so
Yeah,
probably
that is
they
correct.
should have
Very,
the technology.
very good, Mickey. Yeah, that is correct. Let's do the number four, please. Can we?
Yes, sure. In the context of shoe manufacturing, what does the term "last" refer to? The final step of production, the mold or form used to shape the shoe, a type of stitching pattern, the material used for laces. Mm,
Well, this is new to
to
me
be
too.
honest, I don't know. The final
Yeah,
step?
yeah. The it is the
The
mold
mold?
or form used to shape the shoe. Yeah, I didn't know this.
Mm,
I probably don't know the word in Spanish either. But the last, what type of last do you need? Well, I need a last in round shape or a curly or wavy or whatever, right? But they
yeah.
use this term to refer to the shape of the mold. That's what it is. It's a bit more technical than I wanted, but well, here it is. And then question number five, Mickey, please.
Yeah. Which quality control measure is essential in ensuring the durability of tennis shoes? Color variety, weight of the shoes, elasticity of the laces, stitching quality. Stitching quality?
Yeah, stitching quality. Yeah, if it is a solid and well done stitching, then it's gonna last longer than normal. So
Mm-hmm.
that's very true. The quality of the laces is important too, but that is secondary, I would say. Actually, I have a
Yeah.
question. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you, Mickey. How do you tie your laces? It looks a simple question, but I don't mean to say that obviously everyone knows how to tie their laces, but people have different styles. Haven't you seen that? How people tie their laces?
uh, well, normally uh, I tied my laces in the like in the traditional way, the typical. But yeah, there are different styles. For example, there's people who do the how do you say the hmm, how do you say nudo?
Not the
Who
knot.
does the knot behind the feet, so the knot it is not visible, and that's the way how they tied it. Or another way is that they tied the knot behind um, the tongue of the shoe, so you cannot see it too. There are different.
Oh, really? That I haven't seen it, but I'm sure that it must be a case.
Yeah, to be honest, I always tied my tennis shoes in the traditional way because I think that is the best. Well, you feel your tennis shoes like secure, right? I don't like that the tennis shoes is like that you walk, do a step, and then you feel like you are lifting your tennis shoes. So I always do in the traditional in the traditional way, but yeah, there are different styles.
Yeah, I have seen people who tie them well, let's see if this is not very pretty, but at least gives an idea, just an idea to show. They have the holes here, and what they do, I'll show you how I do it. Then maybe you show me how you do it, and I tell you how I've seen people do it. Okay, here's the tongue. I like the word, the tongue. Actually, I think that's the name.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the tongue. So what I normally do is I go under the hole like this. I go
Hmm.
from the bottom, and then I cross sideways like this, and then I think I go here, and I interweave them. From here I
Hmm.
go to here, and then from here I go to here, and that's how I do it. And in the same way, I do it here, then I do it from here to here, then from here to here, and then the extra lace that comes out, well, I just make the knot, right? This is how I normally do it. But I have seen people do it from the top, the green part. They go on. I'm sorry, jeez. Let me just go here back again. Um, the last part they do it. Not only the last part, but this they do it on top of the hole, above the hole. So you insert the lace from the
Hmm.
top. So if you have a like a side view, you're gonna see like something like this. Let's say that this is the tennis shoe and the lace is here. If this is let's say that this is the tennis shoe, and from the top part you will see it like in the sideways. It's gonna be here on top like this,
Hmm.
correct? They go from here to here, from the top. I don't know if this is clear. They
Yeah.
don't. Yes, yes.
Yeah, there are different ways. Actually, there are videos on YouTube where you can find different ways of lighting your tennis shoes. But no, I never. In occasions, the tennis shoes that I bought have a different like pattern. For example, like the pattern that you're mentioning, but I don't know how to do that pattern. So I do the traditional, the same as you. That goes like
You do the same. You do the same
zigzag.
as me,
Yeah,
like a zigzag. Yes.
but yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it is because I have seen people do it differently. I don't know if you can draw like a simple piece of paper or in an app in internet or something that you can show me what other styles you have seen, Mickey, of tying the laces.
Yeah,
Something,
let
something,
me.
something brief or
Mm,
Mm-mm,
I found here a picture that
okay,
is better. It's a better draw than mine.
okay. Let's see it.
Can you see it?
Oh yeah. Okay. Me- Ah,
Yeah,
very good. Very
there are so many ways to do it. To be honest, I would say that I do the loop back. So that is the normal one.
how is the loop back different from the lattice?
No, forget it. The loop back is different because, well, the colors difference one lace with the other, and they do like a cross between them. You can see it here in the middle.
Ah, yeah. It looks nice though.
Yeah, it
I,
looks
I
great.
like it. I like it.
Now, well, the normal way is the display. You know, goes
Displays what you
from
do and what I do too.
yeah
Display.
the zigzag, and there are others more that requires I imagine a little bit more of time. For example,
So
the checkerboard.
the checkerboard looks really nice. I really like it. Looks nice, huh?
Yeah, yeah, it is interesting.
The
Ah,
checkerboard.
in this one is where they do the knot behind the tongue. For example, you can see it here in the
Ah,
hidden knee.
yes.
And normally they do this type in tennis shoes like Dunks, Jordan. I don't know why. I don't care if if the knot is visible or not.
Okay. But the one that looks really pretty is the checkerboard. I like that. I had never
Yeah.
seen it. The
No,
one
me
that I have,
neither.
okay. The one that I have seen quite often is the hidden knot.
Yeah, yeah, I would say that is one of the most popular. Salted.
The sawtooth, yeah.
Yeah, and there are people who do the knot, not
Top.
in the in the top. They do in the middle.
Okay.
But
Very
well,
good.
it's interesting.
Yeah, very, very interesting. Let's talk a little bit about the quality of tennis shoes, what the quality is, and how it differs.
Hmm.
Um, when you say that a tennis shoe has better quality, of course, you have told me many times that it depends on a variety of factors, right?
Yeah.
Uh, it's not only the material, but the design too, right?
Hmm.
Um, what other factors influence the quality of the tennis shoe or tennis shoes?
Mm, well, I would say that the brand makes an important role there too. Because, for example, at this moment, I like the brand New Balance for the quality of the materials that they use in their tennis shoes, and that a
Okay,
part of that the retail, the price retail is not too elevated in comparison with other brands. So, so yeah, probably I would say that must be a relation between the price that you're paying and the quality that you're receiving for that product.
okay. You know what the outsole in the tennis is, right? The outsole. You
Mm-hmm.
have okay. So let's see. I found a booklet here that shows something about tennis shoes. Let me show you this. Additional questions about the quality of tennis
Mm-hmm.
shoes, and it's here. Okay. So, for example, in this question, what is the purpose of the outsole in tennis shoes? What do you say is the purpose? What do you want to have an outsole? I mean, what is the purpose of the outsole?
Mm, I'm between provide comfort and offer traction and durability.
Yeah, that is the
Offer
one.
traction, right?
Yeah, and durability.
Mm-hmm.
That is the purpose. The second question, let's go for it, please.
What does the term cushioning refer to in the context of tennis shoe quality? The weight of the shoe, the material used for laces, padding, and support for comfort, the color variety of the shoe. Cushioning. Mm,
You know what a cushion is, right? Cushion is like a colchón. In this case, is
yeah.
the acolchonamiento.
The support for comfort?
Yeah, support for comfort, padding. It makes a pad, and the pad gives you comfort. It creates the what we were saying, the shock absorption is due
Hmm.
to this uh, situation here, right? Cushioning. Why? What part of the body is it protecting when you have a good cushioning in a tennis shoe?
Mm, I don't know. Probably the middle part of the body
Yeah,
because
that would that be what the spinal cord?
the spinal cord. Yeah. because at the end, when you are walking without that comfort, without that protection, the shocks absorb the spinal, how is it?
Spinal cord.
The spinal cord. Yeah.
Exactly. And little by little, it damages the column or the spinal
Hmm.
cord. And that's what many of the runners have later problems with the spinal cord or with the knees because they are the joints that normally
Hmm.
get damaged when there is a constant exercise without protection. So that's very important. Okay, Mickey, thank you. Let's see number three, question number three.
Yeah. Which feature contributes to the breathability of tennis shoes? Thick rubber outsole, metal perforated upper, a stiff and rigid midsole, solid leather construction, uh, metal or perforated upper.
Yeah, exactly. Why do you think this is contributing or it contributes to the breathing of the tennis shoe or breathing of the foot actually?
Hmm. Yeah, because normally, obviously, our feet are sweating. So at the moment that the tennis shoes has this little hose, it helps that the transpiration of the tennis shoes continues instead of being completely uh, like covered. That there, if there wasn't a holes there in the perforated upper, probably the odor of the tennis shoes could change, or the I would say that the durability too, because if the feet's still sweating, obviously I think that the materials that are in the midsole could be affected too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, Mickey, thank you very much. Now we have another question here. We have this one here, number four, please.
Hmm. Um, what is a common quality indicator for the stitching in tennis shoes? Irregular color patterns, loose threads or uneven stitches, the presence of shoelaces, the type of shoe sole. Mm, um, I'm not sure what is stitching.
Stitching, when you, like, for example, if I have a cut in my arm because of an accident, I go to the
Mhm.
doctor and they put me stitches to close the skin in my flesh. But you do the same with a needle. You use a needle and thread, which is hilo, and the
Mhm.
stitches is the costuras
Mm.
or puntadas.
Yeah, the loose threads or uneven stitches.
Yeah, that is correct. And little parenthesis, when you what is the item that angers girls and ladies and also men the most, talking about not only shoes but about clothes as well, blouses, pants, and all the other clothing or garments, Mickey, that you have seen?
Mm. For example, a blouse um, or any type of clothing has like these little stitches, because when you afterwards, when you are cleaning it, probably those stitches could increase.
Yeah, it could become longer, exactly.
Hmm.
So let's look for clothes with bad stitches on blouses or pants. Let's see if you can find a picture, please, with uneven stitches on clothing, how much they anger people. And like this one, this is a good picture. Uneven stitches. This is uneven stitching in like here.
Mm-hmm.
You see that they are uneven. So you will say, well, this was not made with a machine, sewing machine. This was made maybe by hand, and it's not even. Well, in this case, it may not affect the quality of the cloth of the blouse or something. But in a tennis shoe, I think it is very important, or not. What do you think, Mickey?
Yeah, of course. And a part of that is an indicator. For example, I have seen this bad quality of stitching in fake sneakers. So that's a way that you can determine if a pair is original or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you can see it in the stitching of the tennis shoes. Normally, the stitching when it is a bad stitching or is not completely,
Even?
yeah, that's a way that you can determine if it's original or not. Because normally the fake ones doesn't have a good quality in the stitching.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, that's a way for you to determine, right, if they are fake or they
Mm-hmm.
are original. Okay, very interesting. Okay, let's go for the last question here, and that is, oh, I'm sorry, what I did. Let's do this.
In terms of quality, what does the term arc support refers to in tennis shoes? The curvature of the shoe, the type of lace used, support for the natural arc of the foot, the brand name of the shoe, support for the natural arc of the foot.
Yeah, supernatural arc of the foot. That is the right answer. Well, these questions may be really simple, but then we come to the process of manufacturing in general, manufacturing, and I
Yeah.
think you saw the process of manufacturing may be interesting for for some people. What is the step between from I'm sure for the vertical integration, let's say in yeah, what is the step? What are the intermediate steps for going from buying and selling to building manufacturing? If that is a purpose, may not be a name or may not be a goal, but let's suppose that you or someone else wants to go from selling and buying, which is great, which
Hmm.
is fantastic, to the, to another activity which is manufacturing. How would you migrate, or how would you enhance or expand your activities if you wanted to do that, of course? How would you do it? Which would be the steps?
To enhance the quality.
No, no, the quality to the, let's say that the business of a person, let's say that
Hmm.
my business is teaching lessons, and I
Hmm.
want to expand my activities from teaching to also making books and maybe giving conferences in English and doing this. In the case of, let's say in your case, if you wanted to go from marketing, buying and selling shoes, to also maybe building your own brand, manufacturing your own tennis shoe or
Hmm.
your own tennis shoes, how would you go from one situation to the other situation? Maybe 3, 5, 4, 10 years. If you wanted to do that, I'm not saying that that is your goal. I'm saying that if you wanted to do that,
Yeah.
how would you do it?
Mm, well, first of all, probably I would say that it's important to have different designs that could distinguish for the competence. Afterwards, I would say that it's important to know. Uh, I'm thinking at the beginning, probably I'm not gonna manufacture by myself. Probably I need to find a manufacturing company that, according to my purpose and according to my vision, their processes have the quality that I want to put in the tennis shoes. Probably afterwards, I will check the different materials that I can use in the tennis shoes. And when I have the first, like the first design or the first launching, well, promoting social media. I would say that there are different ways of promoting now, not just in my same page, probably I will create another page and then promote that page using digital marketing, Google Ads, Facebook Ads, Instagram Ads. Mm. And for example, if the demand increase, probably I will put in the different marketplace. Apart of have my own website, probably I could sell it in Mercado Libre or in Amazon or in those marketplaces where there are a lot of flow of people. So I don't know, probably that could be a way to do it.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. When you subcontract the manufacturer, which
Hmm.
there are lots of people, let's say in Leon, right, who have good quality, and they also do tennis shoes for other brands. Like I have a friend who makes tennis shoes for a company, and the company gives us the labels and assigns the designs and tell them, hey, do this, do that. So you
Hmm.
you provide various ideas or designs, right?
Yeah.
Uh, well, in this field, you're an expert. When you say designs, what comes to your mind? Because for a person who is lay like me, I am a lay guy, a layman, which means I don't know anything, right? I don't know. I am lay. But someone who is an expert, what type of different designs would you tell them to do? For example, what would you tell the subcontractor? What type of designs would you give him? What instruction would you give him?
Yeah, for example, I think that the first step is define what type of tennis shoes I want to sell. If will be sports tennis shoes, or if gonna be like casual tennis shoes. You know, if I have to choose one of those, I would say casual, and probably I would like to do different, uh, like different styles. You know, distinguished from the competence.
Okay, different
Uh, for
styles. Yeah,
example, the colors, or
colors.
for example, I don't know the design. I have seen some brands that their tensions are so crazy, and they just launch a little quantity of them because that makes them like more valuable in the market after the selling. So probably I would use that model. I would like if I want to create a brand of tennis shoes, probably I will do that. Probably just for launching, you know, that there's gonna be 100 pairs in total, 10 per size, and that's all. I would like to do that.
Okay, and okay, when you say this sounds very, very interesting. Sports or casual, and you said you go for casual, and then
Mhm.
you choose some colors, and you said sizes. What are the sizes? They go from what range to what range?
Mm, well, for example, the most common sizes in the case of women are between, well, in US is 4 to to 7. It's like the 23 in Mexico and to 25 are the most common sizes in women. And in case of
23.
men, no more than than 11 US. That is 29 in Mexico. Actually, I'm 29, but it is not a common size. Probably the most common size I would say that is between 27 and 28. So
27,
probably
28.
I will divide the 100 pairs between the demand of the sizes. For example, I would say that probably I will do more pair of shoes in 28 than in 29 for, because I know that the demand is different. At least here in Mexico, I know that in the
Oh,
United States, people don't really use more than 11 US to until 13 US. That is like 31 here in Mexico.
oh,
But
really?
here in Mexico, the most common are between 27 to 28. Yeah.
27 to 28. Okay, that's interesting. Very, very nice. And well, when you talk about designs, this is color, sizes. How about the silhouette? How do you explain the silhouette to a designer, to a manufacturer? I'm sorry. The silhouette. I don't know if that is correctly spelled. I think it's not. How do you silhouette? Silhouette. I think. Well, let me check the spelling. The form, the shape of the tennis shoe. How would you explain it to a designer, to a builder, to a manufacturer? You tell the manufacturer, I. Well, you know what? It's correctly spelled. Yeah, silhouette, double T. Yeah. How do you explain him to do a specific shape or a specific, yeah, a specific shape or form for the shoe? How do you?
Probably, if I want to create a tennis shoes, I will to create an story too. So, depending of the story of that tennis shoes or what I want to express with the tennis shoes, I would say the different, how can I say it? Uh, like the different factors that I want to show in the tennis shoes. For example, if we're talking about nature, or if we're talking about, I don't know, I can imagine, um, I don't know, something more crazy like um, ovnis or aliens, something like that, to a launch of that. Probably I can say that I want to put that type of colors, that type of material, that probably uh, the material is like fluorescent because it gives like the how can I say, like the perception of ovnis and aliens and all stuff. I don't know. I think that there are different aspects that we can include in the tennis shoes, but I will create the first thing that I will do is create a story.
Create a story, right?
Yeah.
Ah,
Then we
okay, that.
define the materials and all stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Well, we make a story in a moment. Actually, maybe it's the stories first, and then the colors and shapes and this and that, right?
Yeah.
How would it? Let's create a short story about, even if it's fiction, it doesn't matter, right? So the story of my, what would we call it? The story of my, what would it be? I don't know how to call it.
Hmm.
On my first pair. Well, that's it's just for fun. Um, what do you say to the people? Let's say that you went to a forest, and then you got in love with the flowers and the birds, and you were bringing Ronnie with you, and he made friends with the birds. But one day you noticed that one of the birds was missing,
Yeah.
and so you decided to dedicate these pair of shoes to that missing bird, right? It's just silly, but
Yeah, it could be a good story. Um, yeah, well, there are different ways to create story, but um, for example, following the idea that I mentioned, probably about like uh, aliens, ovnis, and all stuff. Probably could be a story where aliens visited the Earth, and the last time that they visited, uh, what can I do? Mm, they saw that everyone was using tennis shoes, and they don't. So they wanted to create their own tennis shoes, and that's why they created um, like something that you have never seen, and that's why they have different colors. That's why until the the tennis shoes uh, likes in the dark, because it's something that they created and that they wanted to reflect like their way of life in a tennis shoes. I don't know, but there could be different ways to do it.
yeah, that sounds really nice. They wanted to have their own design, their own way of life, right?
Yeah.
Uh, that sounds really nice. You creating your own story. I mean, the story for the aliens, and what? Well, let's make a design that is really crazy, like an ovni style or alien style. that'd be
Yeah.
that'd be fabulous, really. How would you make them? How would you design them? Let's say I don't know if there is something in which you can um, design something automatically with so many apps of artificial intelligence. Let me just look for the colors. Like, okay, let's do this, but only for colors. That is the silhouettes and the shapes and this we later can change. But for example, the eyelets or the tongue. What color would you do for the tongue? Let's
For a
see.
tongue, probably. Uh, mm, mm, Probably white.
White. Okay, well,
Yeah.
white for the white for the tongue. All right. Then what about for the eye stay? I've never seen these names before.
Probably that will be green.
Green. Okay, so that's green here. Well, it doesn't complete at all, but well, more or less green. And then we have the toe cap.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Uh, I don't know how could see it in black.
We could look in black.
How it looks.
Okay, well, that's how it looks in black, more or less. Okay, looks great. How about the toe vamp? Like
So
just above the toe cap.
I don't know. I think that in white looks great.
In white, right? Okay,
Yeah.
and now in the back, the heel tab in the back of the shoe.
Mm, Probably. Mm, I don't know how it looks in like in the green, in the second green,
In the second
the
green, the
down
one
of it.
below
Yeah,
below this. Ah, okay.
below this.
Well, it looks nice. Looks really nice. And then it has the heel counter, which is more or less like tops of the shock. No, not tops of the shock, but the heel counter right below.
Mm, mm.
Heel counter.
Heel counter probably black too. How it looks black?
Black, black. Okay, looks great. And then we have the midsole. Midsole, yeah, the midsole.
The midsole probably green.
Probably green. The one above or the one below?
Let's see
This,
how it looks.
let's see. This is one,
It looks
and
great in that one.
it looks great, right?
Yeah.
And what else? Well, we have the footing in the front, right below the toe cap.
Probably the how it looks in gray
Gray. Well,
in the
a
dark
very
one.
dark one, the one above. Okay, here. That looks amazing to me.
Yeah, it was. It's a good design.
A good design. Yeah, yeah, really good. It looks great, actually. And then you create the story of the aliens, and now you have a story. Now the aliens would have this. How good are
Yeah,
you at drawing, Mickey? Because we would need to draw an alien and see how they look with these
yeah.
shoots.
Probably I will put an image of an alien in the part of the logo. Probably will be like a little alien there, and probably the green parts are fluorescent too. So in the night
Fluorescent.
could have liked.
Ah, okay. Let's see. Well, this is an
I'm trying to
alien.
create an image in Copilot, but uh, it's still loading. I don't know.
Oh, really? Is there a program, artificial intelligence, to create them?
Yeah,
That's
it's created
that's
by Windows. It's called Copilot, and you say like, I want an image of a cat driving a Suzuki Swift car, and they created the image. It's a good one, but still it's loading. I don't know why.
Oh, really? Well, there are so many apps now. They are just amazing. Well, let's say that this was the logo.
Um,
It's incredible what you can do now with all the techniques and technology that is at hand.
yeah,
It's in- Let me see if I can increase the size here. Percentage, let's go to one,
I
to
think
one.
that is creating some images. Let me see if I can share with you. Teacher.
Ah, okay, yeah, yeah. Let me. Okay, if you can share.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm, they do this those designs. Can you see it?
Wow, that's impressive. You gave
Yeah,
the
I told
instruction
him.
to the software and it created
Uh-huh.
them.
Yeah,
Ah, it's
I told them that
incredible.
they use black, green, and white, and then that I wanted like a casual part. This one I like it, to be honest.
Wow, it is just amazing what these apps can do.
Yeah, and I think that you have like 15 tries per day.
Ah,
So
okay.
you can, for example, if you want to search an image, I don't know what comes to your mind.
Well, I like felines. I like leopards. That would be the story. Maybe I was with a very good friend traveling to the. My story would be I was traveling to the jungle, to the Sahara Desert, or we went to the savannah, and I was with a very close friend who loved tigers or leopards.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him to stay together, but he was very curious, so he decided to go by himself, and I lost him. So I wanted to dedicate this pair of tennis shoes to the memory of my friend.
A ver, do a design tennis shoes. Were you in clubs? Uh,
Let's see, leopards
leopards.
or a leopard.
Mm, what else? But
Uh,
I think that when you are more like more specific in what you want, it gives you a better.
Better design,
Yeah,
leopard,
exactly.
and a modern style. In a modern style, with a modern in a modern style for men. I don't know if there is a distinction about tennis shoes for men and women, or they're unisex.
Let's see.
It's generating
Mm-hmm.
the image. Wow, it's impressive. Ah, that's amazing.
In this one, they use the Nike logo. It looks
Ah,
great.
it looks amazing. Yeah, yeah, this is fabulous.
Look.
That's great too. But that's more for women, I think. And this is just awesome. Look at that style, Mickey. It's incredible. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. Oh, they give you more.
The it's like the content in web related to the searching that we did.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's amazing. And for example, the first time that I wanted a design of the alien story, he did one that like using the nature that they saw, like trying to
Okay.
express the nature that probably for an alien is something magic, and they put it in that way. It's amazing. It's
It is
amazing.
great. Now, if you give this design to the subcontractor or manufacturer, would he be able to do it? Like, I want this design. Can he do it, or is it really complex? That's the part I don't know.
I would say that it's not too complex because normally they have like the how can I say like the base of the tennis shoes. Probably at the beginning they show you the different styles that they have, Probably you want to say to them, well, I want to modify the midsole or the sole, or I want to use this type of laces or this type of laces. And then I would say that it's not too difficult. Probably for this one, it's like handcraft, right? I don't
Could
know,
be, looks like that. Yeah,
but
because I
looks
don't think
amazing.
there is a standard design, or if you can not engrave, if you can print out this type of material with the modern machines that you can also print in almost any material.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It looks. It's so interesting. It's a good app. If you want to use it, it's funny.
Copilot.
Copilot, yeah, it's by Windows and Bing. I think that they use the technology of DALI 3. DALI 3 is a type of AI that helps to do an image generate creator. But
Okay.
let me let me see if he can do that.
Cat driving a Swift Sport color, white.
Yeah, that's my car.
Okay, let's see how it does. That's great.
Yeah, it is funny. If you want
Yeah,
to create, I don't know, uh, leopards, I don't know, eating McDonald's. I don't know if they can do that, but let's see.
yeah, yeah. Because I don't know, it's just amazing, and it takes very little, really.
Yeah, and you can tell to the generator like the style that you want. For example, in this case, that is like pixel.
Yeah, it's truly fabulous.
Look,
Yeah,
they do like a little comic.
yeah, that's great. That's really amazing. Look at the leopards. Zai. Well, we have the base for the manufacturing or for the not the manufacturing. Yeah, well, manufacturing is one thing, and then advertising, promoting, selling, and distributing is another thing. But
Yeah.
you build the blocks, is what Vygotsky says, right? About the learning of any process. The you learn what is next to your actual process. So let's say that you have many processes and activities. And what would be what they call the next step? It may be circular. You may have an activity that you do now, right? Let's say that you are doing this activity, which is uh, you what do you call this? Marketing, or mm, you buy and sell tennis shoes. Okay, it's more than that, of course. This is a simplistic way. It's much more than that.
Yeah.
But let's call it in a simple way. You buy and sell tennis shoes through internet. But it's much more than that. You do the marketing. What
Hmm.
would you be doing in different directions in in the neighborhood? Like, which are the activities could that you could do, which are immediate, like that you just need to do one additional step and start doing this or that. Not something that would take you 3 or 4 steps, but something that would be like the immediate step. What could that be, Mickey? In general terms, just like an idea. Not that you have to
Hmm.
do it. Maybe you want to uh, reinforce or maybe stabilize or whatever. But let's say that one day you say, well, I'm going to expand, I'm going to do the next step. What could that be in any direction?
Mm, probably analyze the market.
Analyze the market. Okay, that would be a. What other activity would be proximate, like something that you could do as a next step?
Mm, probably. Hmm, Promoting in social media.
Promote in social media. Okay.
Social media.
Do you think that maybe getting contacts of manufacturers,
Yeah.
getting contact names of manufacturers and maybe subcontractors? Because some people will only do tennis shoes for their own, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say, no, I only manufacture for myself. But some other people do it not only for themselves, but for other people too. They say, I also make like this guy that I know. He's a subcontractor. He makes tennis shoes for a specific for a couple of brands. They
Mm-hmm.
ask him to do him, so they subcontract with him. Um, that'd be interesting. Let's see one more, Mickey, that we can do
Probably uh, get in contact with designers too.
in contact with designers. Yeah, that is important as well because designers give you many ideas and they can show you what is trendy. They can tell you, well, this is what is trendy these days among youths,
Yeah.
adults,
The
youngsters,
colors.
colors. Yeah. Well, lots of things to do. And it's really, truly, truly interesting.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it is so interesting because you can see the different aspects that a company or that a product that is gonna be launched needs to analyze before do it. So yeah, it's interesting. Sure.
Very nice, Mickey. Well, maybe we continue what next Monday?
Yes, sure. Next Monday will be
Next Monday.
perfect.
Okay, Mickey. Well, enjoy your weekend.
You
Have
too,
a
teacher. Thank you for your time. Take care.
nice day. Take care and see